Hello and welcome back to FB Awakening Minds Initiative. In our everyday life, we tend to meet people that are grieving. But it's sad to say that most people or most of us are not allowed to grieve because we think grieving is only for the loss of a human being. But grieving can be a loss of any kind. For example, loss of a job, loss of money through any means, loss of a relationship, or just trauma from things not working out, or realizing that you didn't have the past, a good past, that might have affected you today. Or it could be loss of failing of an exam, just any loss, even just when things are not working out the way you expect them to be, or the future turns out not to be the way you had planned. Disappointment, loss of a marriage, divorce, separations. There are all sorts of grief, all sorts of loss, and that can result into grieving. But the society that we live in, certain losses are considered to be one of those things that you just have to be strong. But do you know what that does to us? Mostly, if we don't grieve, we don't acknowledge that actually this is what is happening, you just tend to brush it aside, to seal it inside you. It tends to affect your mental well-being because you pretend as though everything is okay, but inside you, you're not fine. Inside you, you are grieving. Later in life, that is going to affect your mental well-being. So, let's always grieve. It is allowed to grieve. Grieving is okay. It is taking care of yourself. Once you grieve, you let go of that pain. But if you don't want to let go of the pain, you just want to seal it inside you, you later have a problem. So be gentle on yourself. Allow yourself to grieve because you're not overreacting. You are just hating. And it is okay to be hated. And it is okay to grieve. It's very much okay and very much normal. So let's normalize and accept and encourage people to grieve. Because once they do so, we are helping them to heal. That's when the healing process starts actually. But if you tell them to seal that pain, to ignore as though the pain is not there, then we are creating a problem. And that problem might not manifest right there and then. It might come with time. That's when you start experiencing that problem. You know, there are certain traumas that we've experienced in our childhood, and we're not allowed to grieve. And now we are already affected because of those traumas. If we had grieved, we would have healed from those traumas. So, let's grieve. Be gentle on yourself. It is okay to grieve. You are human with emotions. You are not overreacting. You are just hated, and it is normal to be hated. It is normal to grieve. And grieving is not just about the loss of a human being. There's a lot that we go through. Let's grieve and heal. It is a healing process. This is Felicitas Banda, and this is Awakening Minds Initiative. Remember to like, share, and subscribe so that together we can share how we can awaken our minds and live a better life. Remember, awakening minds and changing lives.